Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back. We're going to see what your message is from Spirit today. I hope this reading is finding all of you well. And as always, take what resonates, leave the rest. Ooh. And I do appreciate all of you being here with us today. Okay. Spirit, what do we need to know today? What does the collective need to know? Okay. We had a few cards that popped out. Okay. All right. So the first card out is Secrets and Lies. Not everything here is what it seems. Lies, omissions, or double lives could be distorting this connection. All right. Well, there could be someone that you're connected with currently. There could be someone, even possibly in your past, that maybe you realized that this was going on. Okay. I'm feeling like it could go either way at this point. Okay. But obviously, it's something that maybe your intuition is telling you that there are red flags here with someone, or there were red flags in the past, and that someone is obviously keeping secrets here from you. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? What else do we need to know? Okay. So we have aligned future. The connection feels solid because you're both facing the same direction. This is partnership with purpose. Okay. Well, I mean, it does seem like, you know, you feel possibly in certain ways that whoever this person is, or it could even be, like I said, someone from your past even, but you're still connected to them somehow, whether it's energetically or somehow, that maybe you felt a very strong connection with this person, like you all were brought to each other for a reason. Okay. And that, maybe you when you talk to one another, even if it were in the past, maybe this person expressed certain things to you as far as their goals, their dreams, and they sounded more like they sounded like yours. And so you felt very aligned with this person. Okay. And it is possible that there is a reason for, for this person being in your life. Okay. Whether it is to move forward or it is to learn lessons. Okay. But, obviously I feel like this person has been maybe living a double life. Maybe you were meant to expose that somehow, or maybe you were meant to show this person that they cannot live in this devil energy. Okay. We also have Secret Admirer that came out. There's someone in your orbit who's totally into you, but they haven't found the nerve to make a move. So it could be this person. It could be someone new. Okay. Take that part as it resonates, because I'm feeling like, it's, if you resonate with there being someone in your past, someone that you were connected to at some point, like I said, they could even be in your life currently. I do feel like for a lot of you, it is someone from the past, possibly, that maybe was hiding things from you, lying about certain parts of their life. Maybe when they would speak about things, about their personal life, or, things going on in their life, things just didn't add up. They didn't make sense to you. Okay. And you're like, that doesn't really, I don't get that. But this person would kind of redirect if you'd ask questions, or they'd get like, real defensive if you'd ask certain things. It's most likely because, there are things hidden, obviously. Okay. But there's a reason for you both being in each other's lives. Okay. And if you resonate with, it is possible for a lot of you that this person is a secret admirer, especially if you've separated, that they're watching you, they're admiring your glow up, they're admiring your healing. Okay. And maybe that's part of what this purpose is as well, that maybe you were meant to separate, and you were meant to heal. Okay. And this person, the only person that could get this person to understand their toxic ways or their devil energy, whatever it is, it's the only person that could have done that is you. Okay. The only person that could get to this person is you. And I feel like this comes out in a lot of my readings, but and it's just the same thing kind of that spirit says over and over again. But now this person is admiring you. They admire you for standing up for yourself. They admire you for everything you do in your life, the kind of person you are. Okay. Maybe you're the first person to stand up to this person. Maybe you're the first person to, call them out or block them. Maybe they're not used to that. Okay. So whatever you resonate with. But I feel like, maybe this person just friend zoned you, or, maybe it was something where this person kind of hinted at feelings, but they didn't talk about the depth of their feelings. Well, spirit is saying, they're totally into you. Okay. And, I feel like they are kind of nervous to come your way, especially after, whatever they've done to you here, and however things might have ended, especially if things have ended between you and this person, which, like I said, I'm feeling for a lot of you, that's the way it is. For some of you, this person could still be in your life. And if they are, there could be distance between the two of you. Okay. But we also have bad timing on the bottom. The universe isn't punishing you. It's protecting what isn't fully aligned yet. What's truly meant for you won't miss you. So we have aligned, and then when things possibly, especially if you resonate with the fact that you and this person are in separation, broken up, whatever the case might be, even divorced, obviously the timing was not right before, and that this person was still in this negative energy. Okay. And they could have been very closed off, they could have been very closed minded, and it took that separation from you for them to understand what needed to be done on their part so that you both can come back together. All right. And that's obviously up to you. It is something that will be, your choice. If this person does come back, it will be your choice whether or not you decide to reunite with this person and maybe give it another chance. Okay. So, all right. Before we get into tarot, I'm gonna dive into another oracle deck here and see if we can find out some details about maybe what's going on with this person, what happened maybe between you and this person. All right, Spirit, what can you tell us? What details can you tell us about this person? What this situation is? What might have happened between them and the collective? Okay, so we have Divine Feminine that came out. So for some of you, this could be a Divine Feminine, or that could be you. Okay, and mistakes. So it says misunderstood, victim, lost soul. So this person could be feeling like, maybe this person acts like the victim all the time. That might resonate with some of you. I do feel that deep down, this person feels misunderstood, but unfortunately, it's of their own doing because they're not authentic. They don't share things with people. They're not honest about who they are. Okay. I obviously, see that, this person made many mistakes here, and not just with you, but with other people in the past as well. But, like I said, you could resonate with this person being a divine feminine. That is possible. Like I said, that could be you as well. So I do feel like for a lot of you, though, that this person made a mistake with their divine feminine. So it's, indicating that it could be, twin flame. It could be divine counterpart, high level soulmate situation, which, yes, it's about shadow sides, learning to heal, and then possibly coming back together, if you can. We have resistance, secret admirer came out twice now, suppressing and timid. So that's, again, same energy. This person has a fear of being rejected, especially by you, because you are special to them. You are different to them. They, most likely have been rejected by other people before. Maybe not very often, but to be rejected by you, and you might have already rejected them once. Okay. So they're kind of resistant. Not only were they resistant in the past, or currently toward this connection, but, they're resisting coming back your way. And like I said, so it's because they're shy, they're scared, they're trying to suppress these feelings, but they can't. And so they're just kind of admiring you. And we have distance that came out. Of course it is, right? Separation, space, and blockage. Yeah, there's definite distance between the two of you, whether it is, physical distance, it could be just emotional and, energetic distance. So, I mean, for some of you, maybe you work with this person and you just kind of keep your energetic distance. You just kind of stay away from them as much as you can. The communication is very limited, or it's very like shallow and superficial, like, short answers, and you just kind of talk when you need to. But it's nothing like it used to be. Okay. But for a lot of you, it's distance, even, physically as well. So, yeah. And then we have breaking point here. So I feel like this person is at their limit. Okay. They are feeling overwhelmed with the separation here. And I feel also that there was a breaking point for you in the past. Okay. Where if you have separated from this person and, this person has put you through a lot, this person almost pushed you away. Okay. And you were like, I can't do it anymore. My peace means too much to me. You're disrupting my peace here, and you've disrupted it long enough. I have to pull away from you. Okay. But now this person is at their breaking point because they don't have you in their life the way that they wanted or the way that it was before. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? What else do we need to know about this person and the situation? Oh, okay. That's too many cards. Okay. All right. So we have open heart that came out. So I feel like in the past, you had a very open heart for this person or toward this person. You were very receptive to this connection. Okay. You can be an empath as well. So, if this person kind of like complained about things to you or vented to you, you were a safe space for this person. And, you showed a lot of empathy. Okay. So, you could have, felt bad. This person, like I said, with this victim card here, I feel like this person could be someone who maybe tries to portray themselves as the victim, and they do that for possible attention. Okay. But I feel like this person, they feel like they could talk to you about things. All right. But you were very vulnerable with this person as well. And you most likely kind of maybe you shared your feelings. Maybe, you were a little bit more open with your heart chakra with this person. And this person, I feel, did not reciprocate. Okay. So they kind of, used, I don't want to say used you, but they used this open heart of yours to, uh, kind of, maybe breadcrumb you. Maybe they felt like you would always be there. Maybe you were just very receptive in a way that no one else has been before. Okay. And you showed them love that they've never had before as well. And the thing is, I feel like they got overwhelmed with this and they ran. Okay. Which that is, again, some wounding here that also contributes to these possible secrets and lies. But, we all have wounding that needs healing. But this person, they run from their feelings. They run from, usually when they feel vulnerable. And so I feel like they kind of shared certain things with you to maybe see how you would react, or test to see if you were a safe space for them. And then when things were getting really more, deep, basically, way deeper than this person is comfortable with, they could have run from you. So you might resonate with this person ghosting you in the past. Maybe this person was texting you, or you'd be talking like, for a day here, a few days in a row or something like that. And then all of a sudden they drop off the map, right? For days, weeks, possibly even months at a time. And it's because of this vulnerability. They could be emotionally like immature. Okay. And so now, this person is resorting to watching you. Like I said, with that secret admirer card, this person is watching you from a distance, whether it's in person, like at work or something like that. Maybe they know where you frequent, or they watch you on social media. Maybe you have mutual friends. They could be asking questions about you. They could also be getting tarot readings because that is a way of spying. Okay. Or finding out info, Anything else, Spirit, before we move to tarot? Okay. All right, we have beginnings. So this person, they are planning on coming back. Okay. Or they're coming back in, even if, like I said, they could be already in your life. Like I said, but not in the same way. So this person does want to try again. They want to start over. And I feel like this person does want to go in a new direction here. So hopefully this person is healing, because if it's going to be a repeated cycle, I mean, that would, nobody wants that. And the thing is that they could resort to chasing you at this point. Okay. And it could be that this person knows that you have other things going on in your, your life, and you could be in another relationship by now, but this person is most likely going to resort to chasing you here. So beware of that. Okay. And we do have exhaustion. Okay. This person does feel like this journey that they're on has been very long and difficult for them. So there might be things that they're dealing with that, maybe they never did share with you. And, I feel like this person, hopefully I'll find out. I'll try to find out here, but I feel like this person might want to, finally go a little deeper with you as far as the things that they share with you. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we've got possibilities. So I feel like you are very free spirited. You are very adventurous. But with this card as well, I feel like this person is seeing that this is something that they want to pursue. Okay. They're finally seeing all of the possibilities that are available in their life if they choose to heal, possibly make things right with you, and come back your way. Okay. All right, Spirit. Can you tell us some of the secrets and lies of this person? Like what is this person hiding here? Can you give us some details about that possibly? I know it's going to be different for everyone. Okay, so we've got the wheel here. So there are changes going on right now. Okay. We have the 8 of Swords. So this person is in a lot of anxiety here. Okay. So this person, they could be a very anxious person. They could be an anxious, like attachment style. They might have anxiety issues where it's like a psychological condition where they need to be on medication. And maybe it's something that they're ashamed of. Okay. What else can you tell us? What else is this person hiding, Spirit? What are the secrets and lies about? Okay. All right. So we've got the 5 of Cups in reverse. So this person, I feel like they feel that they don't feel regretful for what they've done. Okay. We've got the Moon. Yeah, they've got secrets, secret fears here. And it could be about a third party. Okay. What is the 5 of Cups in reverse, Spirit? What's that about? What's the 5 of Cups in reverse? Okay, we've got the 3 of Swords. What else about okay, they were heartbroken by you. Maybe by walking away. If you walked away from this person, I feel like this person was heartbroken when that happened. Okay, so they obviously hid that from you. But in this person's mind, they feel like they did everything correctly. is what I'm getting. In the past, that's one of the things. I do feel like, we have the mistakes card out here. So I do feel like, this person does feel now that they've made mistakes. But I feel like in the past, they did not feel like they made any mistakes here. I feel like whatever energy that they were in, it was an energy that they had been in for so long, and that this person had gotten used to. It was a comfort zone, like dealing with third parties or whatever devil energy this is. And so they feel like they didn't do anything wrong in the past. That's how they felt. But now that there's been separation and potential healing here, I feel like this person is now realizing that they had made mistakes with you. But I feel like, what spirit is saying is that this person feels like they did everything right because they feel heartbroken by you. This person says that you broke their heart. What else can you tell us about the Five of Cups in reverse here, Spirit? What else about that Five of Cups in reverse? Anything? All right, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, and then the Four of Cups in reverse. So, yeah, this person. Okay, so I am feeling with this that this person in the past, now take it as it resonates, but I feel like this person, you moved away from this person. Okay, you are in Empress energy. This person feels like you are the total package, and they know that you know that. Okay, they know you're in your power. They know you took your power back, and you blocked this person, you walked away from them, whatever you did here. Okay, and you broke this person's heart. This person feels like you were moving toward stability here, or you could have gotten an offer of stability, and this person feels like you made the decision that you were like, well, I don't really care about what I did to this person. I don't regret what I did. And so because you feel like you don't you didn't regret what you did by moving away, this person mirrored your energy, and they're like, well, I don't regret what I did either. I did everything that I feel like I could have. Wow. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck, we've got the Queen of Swords. So, maybe you pulled out your sword and you cut this person off. You closed off your heart chakra to this person, and you were more in your mind and your logic, and you said, this doesn't make sense to me. I'm moving away. And this person feels like you are moving towards stability, which they were obviously unstable. There was instability with this person. Yeah. And that you were moving toward another opportunity, because Four of Cups is usually like a missed opportunity, feeling down and out, and you were opposite of that. You were feeling like, I need my peace. I'm going to write this person off. I feel like this person feels like you kind of discarded them, like they didn't mean anything to you, and so they kind of matched your energy. But I feel like it was something that it's almost like a lie that they were telling themselves. That is what I'm feeling. That was a lie that they were telling themselves. And now they realize that that was a lie. Part of these secrets and lies. Yes, that was a lie. Because now they realize all the mistakes that they've made. And it is being illuminated to them. It's being shown to them by spirit. And it's only through your separation that this has happened. Okay. Wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, they're hiding They're hiding secret fears. It has to do with a third party. So there's something going on here with a third party. Okay. What else about the Secrets Alliance, Spirit? Anything else? What can you tell us? Give us the info here. All right. We've got the Queen of Cups here. So I feel like that's you. I don't really feel like that's a third party. They know that you had a lot of love for them. They're realizing that now. Or they, I actually feel like they knew it all along, but they were lying to themselves once again, giving to more than one situation here. They probably gave you the bare minimum. Okay. They're realizing, or they knew that you were their wish fulfillment. Okay. They probably never expressed that or showed that to you. And yeah, I feel like with strength here, this person, I feel like they feel very weak inside. This person might have a low self-esteem, okay, low self-confidence. I did mention earlier about being fear of rejection. So I feel like this person has been holding a lot back just because of, maybe judgment, things like that. Okay. We do have the star as well that came out. So this person could be hiding the fact that they're healing, that they're hopeful to come back toward your way at some point, even though they know that there's a good chance that you will reject them. Okay. They do want to heal this with you. Okay. So that's another thing. But we do have justice at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this person is getting their karma somehow. Okay. This person is getting their karma. And they know that if they're watching you and they're watching you get blessings, that's also part of their karma. Okay. If you're with someone new, that's part of their karma to watch you with someone else. Okay. After that, we've got the Two of Pentacles. They probably juggled you. Like I said earlier, I feel like there definitely was a third party of some sort here, whether it was an actual person or a situation, anything like that. Okay. They gave you probably the bare minimum. Anything else? Yeah. Ace of Swords. This person owes you clarity. They owe you the truth. They owe you honesty. And I feel like they kept that from you. Okay. So if not for anything else, this person is being pushed by the universe to come your way and, talk with you about what these secrets and lies are. Okay. Whether this person will do it or not is, something that we'll have to see. But yeah. Okay. So I'm being guided to leave the reading here. I hope this reading brought you some insight and clarity. As far as signs, we've got water, earth, fire. I think I saw fire. Didn't I see fire? Actually, no. No fire here. I thought there was fire, but there's not. So everything but fire. We've got air, earth, and water. We also have Libra and Taurus. We have Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. We have Pisces, Leo again, Aquarius again, Libra. So yeah. So those signs could be, for you, or they could be, in this person's chart as well, or it could just be the energy. Okay. All right. Well, just to give you a heads up that this is what's going on with this person, if you were wondering, they will most likely come your way at some point, but I feel like it's not going to be anytime soon, is what I'm feeling. Spirit is telling me not to get timing on this one. So, but yeah, just a little heads up on what this person's secrets and lies could be. And you might be getting this information at some point here in the future. Okay. But they are watching you and they're watching you glow up, and they are most likely getting their karma here. Okay. All right. Well, I hope this reading helped and brought you some clarity and insight. If you feel like it resonated, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you all being here. And until next time, take care and namaste.